Unmuted. Hi, everyone. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. So today is day 2 of our 30-day, or for the month of February. We're going to be doing a video every day going deep into what the embodiment of self-love is. So let me go ahead and share the chat. Welcome, everybody. Everyone. I hope you guys are having and I'm noticing that the bandwidth is a little bit low. I'm not sure why that is. So let's see. It's live. Yeah. So today we're going to talk about a really beautiful topic that is really talking about the depth of our understanding of what love is. And we're going to kind of talk really deeply about it because we're going to talk about several parts during the next 30 days in order to understand deep parts of the subconscious, the esoteric element of it, and then the multidimensional expression, the energetic expression, and ultimately the integration of self-love. Okay, so today we're going to talk about the Holy Grail, which is essentially what love is. Love is the Holy Grail. And it's what many ancient scriptures have been talking about. And of course, the pursuit of the Holy Grail, which is something that has been talked about as an actual chalice that it was being sought for, right? People were looking everywhere for the chalice in order to find the Holy Grail. And the story is that when you drink from the Holy Grail, you find longevity, or you are an infinite being. And essentially, the water in that Holy Grail is something that brings you longevity and healing and everything that you need. So there's actually a lot more symbolism to this rather than an actual chalice with the actual water that creates longevity. In that your physical body is the chalice, and all of this pursuit that is being found. And I would love to talk about the whole history of the chalice and the Holy Grail, but for today and for this challenge, we're going to just kind of like talk about it in a more concise manner in order to get this important message across in regards to what love is, because we need to understand why it is the pursuit. It's this grand pursuit of all of these systems around the world. And there's a profound amount of symbolism that helps us understand in a symbolic way, in a way that we are seeing symbols around the world, to understand the deeper understandings of the human pursuit, the human spiritual pursuit. When we as humans embody the Holy Grail, when we find the Holy Grail through our internal deep work, we do find the fountain of life. We found the fountain of regeneration and healing. So the Holy Grail, essentially this pursuit for this magnificent chalice, is actually the integration of the divine feminine and masculine within your bodies that creates the waters of life. Okay, what are the waters of life? Water refers to our emotional body, and it also refers to our DNA. And what we want to understand is that whenever we embody higher states of consciousness, such as emotions, the deep integrated states of consciousness, such as love, the emotional love is one aspect of that, but real love is an entire state of consciousness. And I've talked about this a little bit in some of my previous videos, but the embodiment of love is actually a bioelectrical, biochemical, it is an architectural structure to your body. So it's way more than just feeling the feeling of a warm hug or affection or any kind of romantic engagement. This kind of love is directed towards the self, and it's a profound realization that you are this infinite being, and we tap in to the waters of life through the mastery of the emotional body, which is our primordial life force, right? We talk about our primordial life force being our sexual energy. It is all our creative potential that we have to create life, to anchor the soul into this incarnation. But in addition to that, the use of this primordial life force, right? How do we bring a child into this world, it's through the union of the father and the mother, and through that love, through that romantic love, that very deep, unconditional love for one another. That when we access that profound love that we see in our world, in the form of duality, the man and the woman, this is a representation of this alchemical marriage that needs to occur internally. Okay, so actually for us, it's this concept of love, the concept of marriage, the concept of union has been externalized in order to kind of confuse where our power comes from in history, right? So we looked at how religion has played a role tremendously historically in inserting narratives of love, what love is, what sex is, making that very separate, what spiritual alignment is, coming into this divine union with something outside of you as a God or a Christ or a deity or a being. And all religions tend to show you that there is a connection outside of yourself that needs to take place. But in reality, that is a misunderstanding of what we are doing here on this planet. As beings of consciousness, the integration and the reunification of the higher self with the physical is actually the key to accessing that divine love. And as I mentioned previously, all humanity, when we go deep into DNA reprogramming, into the stories of our lives, into the stories of trauma, what we find in the inner child that is pursuing so much through every means possible to feel that divine connection, it is the pursuit of love. They are seeking love. They want to be loved, they want to be accepted, acknowledged, all of those synonyms for love. So love has many different variations and frequencies through the emotional body. And the emotional body is dualistic in its nature. It has contractive emotions and expansive emotions. Both of these emotions combined, the awareness and the integration and the authenticity of those full emotions is what actually creates the plethora of love. Love actually includes the entire range of the rainbow. So before I proceed, let me continue to go to my presentation because I want to go deeper into that. I want to talk to you about that. And thank you so much for joining me, guys. It's so great to see you guys. Hello, Alchemist, Aquamarine, Jay Zen, Almost Time, Brian Bell, Jimit, Karen, love, Jay Zen. It's so great to see you guys. If you guys want to share the live, please go ahead. I'm noticing that the bandwidth on YouTube is really low. Can you go ahead and put in the chat if you guys are seeing it that way, or is it just me that's seeing it that way? Hi, Blanca, welcome. Yeah, so I really hope that it's not producing such a low bandwidth video. That's going to be really unfortunate because on my end here, it is producing a low bandwidth video. Because my video here on Zoom looks fantastic. I wonder why yes, it's slow. Yeah, really strange. Hold on, guys. Let me figure out what's going on here. Maybe we clicked something wrong. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second to figure out what this is happening. Keyframe interval is really low. Yeah, it's really low. Keyframe interval. Check your encoder recommendations. Check your encoder recommendations. Keyframe interval. Huh. I've never had that happen before. I might have to close and redo this. 1 second. Sorry, guys, for this. Yeah, it's really low and it's stopping. So sorry, guys. Let me close this stream because it's pixelated, but audio is good. Yeah, it shouldn't be pixelated. So the atmosphere, I believe, maybe. Let's try it one more time, guys. I'm gonna close this live and I'm gonna run it again. So yeah, frames per second are really low. Do you guys know how to fix that, Shaq? It's never happened before, but let me close it again and I'll come back. I'll be right back. Let's figure out what's wrong here.